the New Testament. So surely such a book.
Shallow, weak Hebrew and historical lies for kids. No wonder we're wary of this book.
I was really shocked. 2,000 years they've been lying to my people.
I come from a Moroccan family.
I'm Israeli. I served in the army.
On Yom Kippur,
I know.
I love the prayers at the Moroccan synagogue. When reading the Torah, I read with all my heart, Adonai, give me life by your laws. Anyone who's Moroccan knows this. These are things that Yom Kippur just isn't the same if you don't sing them like that. At the age of 15, I discovered a secret. My older sister, Nita, is a Christian or something like that. She believes in Jesus. It was a difficult situation in my family and I was angry about it. Judaism and Zionism were very important to me. I said, what is this? You're a traitor. You're a Christian now. You're not part of our people anymore. They've brainwashed you. You're in some cult. We didn't see her. Friday night dinners. For a long time, I went to youth movement. For many years, I was very serious about it. I went to Gary, to the training farm, to the commune, to the Nahal army. After our military service, the Ministry of Defense invited us to settle an abandoned army base in the Galilee, where we founded a kibbutz. We admired people like Karen Marx. We studied a lot of philosophy and psychology. We will create a better society, a utopian, socialist, idealistic society. There was no God, meaning there is no God. That was taken for granted. I started getting involved in documenting Jews and Arabs, helping others, helping the weak, and I was sure I was on the right path, that I had found the truth. At some point I woke up. I realized that with all our idealism, with all our good intentions and beautiful ideals, in our daily lives we don't actually live in a loving way toward each other. I realized that everything was just an outlet for me. It wasn't the life I wanted to live. I was searching for myself and I was pretty depressed. What does every Israeli do? Work and go traveling. I said, I'll go to South America. In the end, I realized I didn't have enough money for a long trip in South America, so I went to India. Everyone knows what people do in India. In the end, whether you support or oppose drugs, you end up smoking something.
Remember that I was
in Goa. I got an email from my other sister. She also now believes in Yeshua. Now, this is a sister who was into Kabbalah, meditation, spiritual things, healing, and I said, wait, what's going on here? Another sister lost her mind. They brainwashed her into joining that cult and becoming a Christian. What's happening to my family? I'll start reading, I'll start researching this, I'll go, and I'll prove to them that they're wrong. I got a new Hebrew Bible, and I approached this book with hesitation. They teach our people to be afraid of this book, saying it's definitely a bad book, shallow, bad Hebrew. Historical lies. I found the courage I needed to read it and just...
Honestly, I was shocked. I said, wow, what is this? This is a book by Jews, that's all. That I am in the land of Israel and Yeshua is one of us. Why have they lied to us so much for 2,000 years? They've been lying to my people. That I remember, I just loved Yeshua so much. I came from a socialist life, trying to be a perfect and wonderful person by my own strength, and suddenly there's someone like Yeshua who is so good. Simply because of someone. He doesn't try to prove himself to anyone, and he lives a life that truly accepts others and loves others. And in partnership with his students almost, if there is a God, I want to know for myself. I don't want knowledge. I don't want people to tell me, you have to do this and that. Pray 100 times. I'm allergic and sensitive to knowledge and not interested in it.
I was living in Tal at the time.
Aviv, the moon was delicious. I asked my dog by the sea, God, if you exist, show me. If Yeshua is truly the Messiah and your son, I want to know. And if you are real, I want to know. I will give you my whole life. More than I gave when I was in the socialist kibbutz, in the core group, and I was one of the leaders. I will give you everything. And I really felt the presence of God and the presence of Yeshua, the Messiah. And honestly, no one could have explained it to me. I just knew that Yeshua is part of God.
I fell on the floor in my room. I repented, even though I didn't even know what it meant to repent. I wasn't headed in that direction at all. I took my drugs, threw them in the trash along with the bongs, the accessories, everything. At some point, my parents found out that I also believe in Yeshua, and I'm sure it was very hard for them. And they really saw the change in my life. They saw that I changed from a depressed, confused, and aimless person to a happier one, more calm.
I simply realized that this is the meaning of life, to know Him, to know Yeshua.